Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now, today we're going to cover a little bit of news before we do concentrate on Zebec Network. We'll be taking a look at the chart. Okay, so there's no news today on Zebec. However, we'll be covering the charts as always. So if you want to stick around for the technical analysis, make sure to do so. However, we do have some deep-rooted cryptographers here. Now, for those of you that don't recognize this legendary name across the globe in terms of the crypto markets, across the landscape, we do have Arthur Britto. So he's one of three architects of one of the first pre-mined blockchains, creating what has eventually become the XRP ledger. Initially, they did start out, it was called OpenCoin before being rebranded to Ripple. So we did have Arthur Britto, we've got David Schwartz, who's still at Ripple, and we've got Jed McCaleb, who sold out of his 9.5 billion tokens worth of XRP, and then he went on to set up Stellar Lumens. Okay, so those are the three legends when it comes to building pre-mined ledgers in the blockchain space. Okay, so that is absolutely massive. We'll just go through to his official page right here. So this his account was actually created in August of 2011. So this is nearly 14 years in the making. You can see here, there's no other tweets in his newsfeed, but then he's posted this, and this was 22 hours ago, guys. You can see here, 12,000 likes, got 3.2 million impressions, we got 3.4 thousand retweets / reposts here, and he's posted this emoji down here, so face without a mouth. So you guys let me know in the comment section, what do you think this emoji is sort of implying? Does he know something and he doesn't want to speak? He's obviously making himself sort of seen in a way. You know, this guy is notorious for keeping a low profile, as you know, over on his X. In other news, we do have crypto staking as well. We do have SEC's new rules making these methods fully legal. So I'm not going to dive into this particular article, but what I want to say is what's happening here is proof of concept or proof of stake networks, are going to see tax benefits. Okay, so if you are earning rewards from validating node operators and retailer institutional staking, you will receive tax benefits. Now, I've just posted, I've actually prompted the AI over in the Discord. So we've got a crypto Discord, which is AI driven. So if you guys want to join the AI Discord and have these features, make sure to click the link down below in the description. I'll also pin it in a comment as well. There is a 3-day free trial available as well, so you can try it. If it's not for you, fair enough, cancel, leave. However, proof of stake blockchain network. So this is what I put in now. So this is great news for tax benefits on these particular assets. So you got Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot, Solana, Tezos, Avalanche, Cosmos, and Algorand. So they are a select few. They are large cap cryptos. Okay, so if you do have a lot of money, it's worth investing in these assets. Not financial advice, but you will receive tax benefits when it comes to actually collecting the rewards. Okay, so that is brilliant news for us as retail traders and investors. Okay, quick look over at the crypto bubbles. We do have VRA, one of my biggest holdings, actually doing really well today. Got Bello, biggest gainer on the day, 14.7%. So the pink cryptos are doing really well. Obviously got the ISO coins down here, XYen, XTC, Gala, ADA. You just about see Zebec. It's actually up 0.3%. However, Zebec has been rebounding really well in the last sort of day or so, especially Monday yesterday. Now, this is a Zebec chart here. Now, what's happened is here, you guys can go to the past videos that I've done over on Zebec Network, and I had an entry at the highest daily close, the previous highest daily close, which was right here, yeah, upon this sort of green candle. So that's where I had my entry. This is what happens in cryptos, guys. Cryptos break out, you get a retest, which predominantly 9 times out of 10 gives you the direction, and then it continues to move higher. So this is what's happening here. So Zebec has done textbook stuff where we've had a breakout and then a retest. So it's retested successfully. It's triggered my entry into Zebec. I do have a lower entry as well, just to see just in case the markets were going to dip any lower, especially with what's happening in geopolitics as well, especially in the Middle East, etc. So I did have a lower order at these sort of highs here, this peak and this peak. There was a possibility that Zebec could be interacting with that law down there. However, for me, what's happened here is, in terms of the price action, Zebec had a close down here on the daily candle. So it had a close. So it was looking a little bit shaky, but you can see here we had a strong, solid green candle straight back up as well. So the bulls have stepped in straight away. And at the moment, we are seeing a little bit of, you can see Zebec sort of fizzling out on the day. So the thing is, we are printing a bull flag now. So we know sooner or later, there's a 70% chance probability that Zebec is going to break to the upside, guys. So this is looking tasty in terms of the gains. Okay, so for me, I am in Zebec now. Yeah, I'm partially in. Like I say, I've still got some dry powder for lower prices. In the eventuality, it does go to those prices. Now, the only caution that I will be flagging up for you guys is with these bull flags. These bull flags can go on forever. We don't know when they're going to break. So what could happen is we could continue to sort of pinball. Yeah, this is worst case scenario. Pinball, 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 pinball. And then what happens is you're sort of coming into this entry here. So for me, it isn't quite worst case scenario, because what will happen is it will trade into my buy orders here on this blue line. Yeah, interacting with this sort of previous peak before we got the breakout of the all-time high for Zebec. Okay, so that's sort of worst case scenario. And again, I'm making the best case of every worst case scenario here, because the lower it goes, I'm just going to buy the fucking shit out of the dip. Do you know what I'm saying? So that is Zebec right now. Now, the good news is we could break out sooner. We don't know when these flags are going to break out. I've not got a crystal ball. Nobody in technical analysis, I don't care if they've got 6 monitors in front of them, they don't know any more shit than I know. Do you know what I'm saying? I went over on TikTok the other day and I had to comment. I never ever comment. I rarely ever comment. And I was like, he had 12 monitors. Is the first person I've seen with 12 monitors. Yeah, I've seen 6. You see 4 and 6 monitors. You know, when you get like a telly and a screen underneath one another, and they're looking, and it looks dead complicated. And he's over on TikTok, and he's obviously trying to educate. And I was like, mate, you have all the gear and no idea, because there's a lot of probably newbies in crypto that are coming over to sort of get into trading and investing. You're blinding them with science. You only need one screen to actually realize what's going on in terms of price action. Yeah. If I want to look at another crypto, I'll go into my watch list and flick over. So I had to say something. I just said, I said all the gear, no idea, and I just left it on that, and he lost his head. I'm just a fucking randomer over on TikTok. Do you know what I mean? I've only got about 120 followers. I don't post that much, so. So yeah, that's that story. Anyhow, getting back to the chart pattern, we are printing a bull flag. So typically this is textbook stuff. So this is a flagpole of that bull flag, and that's been duplicated up here. So again, we don't know when it's going to break out. Like I say, this could stretch out further, but for me, I do see us breaking out this week. Yeah, get a breakout this week. And then running into July, we can run up massively. July looks as if it's setting up to be massive, especially with a Fed wire set to be released. Fed wire will be ISO 222 compatible at that point. 14th of July, Fed wire goes live. Boom, a lot of cryptos will explode, in my opinion, because it's the only catalyst that I see looking over the horizon. Do you know what I mean? Everything else has happened. We've had Fed meetings, we've had this, we've had that. Nothing's really happened. Altcoin season is overdue now. We're printing bull flags. Yeah, 65-70% chance and probability that this is going to run higher. This is what these chart patterns are indicating now. This is textbook stuff. So in my view, we're going to start running up, and I'm going to start using, I'm also, just for like extra confirmation, see where we're going to run up to now in terms of the price action. So for me, it looks as if I would be targeting now on the daily, which would be the short term over the next couple of weeks. I'll be looking at 1 cent 2 to take a little bit of profits off the table. Yeah, you don't have to fade this because it's going to go a lot higher, but we could see a sort of pullback before we do move in a continuation manner. Okay, so about 1 cent 2, I'd be taking profits. Again, we do have this sort of red flagpole. We don't know where this is going to plot, so it could come down lower. Yeah, it could actually come down as low as what I was stating before earlier, where we get this sort of ping pong action. Yeah, like I was stating before, where we actually come down gradually to my buy order, and then we send to that sort of 1 cent level. Now, even if we get to that 1 cent level, I'm just going to measure the gains. Okay, so that means plotting the fibs once more. There we go. Again, it's not 100% accurate. Obviously, I'm just doing a quick showcase for you guys. You can magnetize these, and what it'll do is it'll pinpoint with pinpoint accuracy. It will pin it on top of these spikes and wicks, and down here. For me, it's fairly accurate. I'd say that's about 98% accurate. However, from current price action, if we are to run up to that 1618 level, we're looking at around 200% move to 1 cent 2, which is 200% in terms of a multiplier, is a 3x on your capital. So would you be happy with a 3x over the next couple of weeks? I certainly would, guys. I'm in Zebec now. Make sure to hit the like button. And if you guys want to check out and join the Discord, make sure to take advantage of that free trial. The link will be down below in the description, and I'll also pin it in the comment section as well. Hopefully, we see some of you guys getting involved. We've got all, like I say, we've got all the AI metrics, all the technical analysts as well. We've got all the targets. We've got everything in there, guys. Do you know what I mean? If you're invested in crypto and you've got big money, you're daft not to be involved in the Discord. Do you know what I mean? It's around roughly £20 a month. Like I say, you can experience it on the free trial. However, I've been the Block Bull. Until next time, the Block Bull is over and out. You